Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany, and in today's video I'm going to introduce my 2021 Project Pan. So first, what is Project Pan? Project Pan can mean different things to different people. For some people it means using up a product in its entirety until it's all gone, and for some people it means using a product until you see the pan or whatever is underneath the product. So for example, here in my eyebrow palette, this product here, I can see a little tiny bit of pan. That for some people would be considered a project that has been successfully panned. And for some people, that's not enough. They need the whole thing gone. So for this Project Pan, I'm going to do a little bit of both. I know that I have some products that I can successfully use up in their entirety and move out of my collection. And there are some products that I know I'm not going to use them up entirely, but I would like to make some good progress and use up most of them or some of them until I can see a little bit of pan at the bottom. So let me go ahead and introduce my products. I am actually wearing most of them on my face today. I thought it was a good way to go ahead and get into the mindset of using up some of these products and trying to reacquaint myself with some things that have been sitting in my collection for a few months, untouched, unused, partly because of the moves that we went through in 2020 and partly because I just kind of don't love them. So this project is going to be a mix of things both that I love and things that I don't so much love but would like to use up some more, and some things that I would like to use up a little bit more. So let's go ahead and start. I'm going to start and work through my routine. I'll show you the products that I use throughout my routine in that kind of order. So first up, I have the Professional Primer by Benefit, and I have used quite a bit. I know that I will be able to finish this up and move this out and be completely done with it in 2021. So I know that I can mark that as a success in my project. The next I'm also wearing today, this is I'm not wearing the Professional today. I wanted something a little bit more gripping for this next item that I have in my collection that I would like to move out because it is not really something that I love. And that is the Juvia's Place Stick Foundation, and I'm in the shade Nicaragua. And it's not a bad foundation, it's just not my favorite. It is definitely a more natural finish. As you can see, it has a little bit of glow to it even underneath my setting powder, but at the same time it never really dries. If I were to touch my face, it would come away. I often find it on the collar of my shirt. Wasn't probably a great idea to wear with something a little higher neck today, but whatever. And it's okay, but it's not long wearing. It does not dry down. So I know that if I had to go out and put a mask on my face, it would be all over my mask in seconds. So I do want to use this up, move it out, because it's not my favorite. The next item is also not a favorite, but it's not one that I dislike. So it's just kind of whatever. I just need to use it up because it's getting a little bit older. And this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Contour. It actually says Stick Foundation, but it's a contour product, and mine is in the shade Fawn. I am wearing it today. It's a very light cream product. It's, again, a stick product, and I haven't used very much of it because I just don't love cream products that much. Probably why it has been in my collection unused. I prefer my powder bronzers to a contour stick, and it's very subtle, and it's okay. I'm ready for it to go. The next product in my project is my setting powder from Too Faced. It is the Peach Perfect setting powder in the shade it's just a translucent setting powder. I have used quite a bit of it, as you can see. This stuff lasts a long time. It's a really lovely product. I do enjoy this product. It works very well. If you watched my Get Ready With Me, I talked about how I like to wear it, especially on the bridge of my nose where my glasses will sit, and I like to put it around my jaw and chin where I know that things tend to break up a little bit faster, and it does help prevent transfer underneath face masks. So I do like it a lot. It's not that it's a bad product to move out. I just have a few other face products and setting powders that I would like to use up also, and I like to experiment with textures and finishes, and this one is getting pretty old, and so I do need to move this one out. The next I'm also wearing on my face, it's my blush from Medusa's Makeup, and this is in the shade Georgia Peach, and it is a beautiful peachy pink, and it has a little bit of a gold shimmer to it. It's a very nice glowy blush, and it has nice pigment to it. And if you can see here in this pan, you can see the waffle print is starting to show. So I'm pretty sure that if I continue to use this up regularly, I'll be able to see the bottom of that pan soon, and I can move on to some of my other favorites in my collection. Again, this is not a bad product. It's a very good product, nicely pigmented, a lovely color, but it's just, I have other blushes that I would like to get to and use in my collection. So want to see if I can get the pan. Blushes are one of those products that are a little bit harder to use up if you have multiple in your collection, but if you have one, again, I think I've been using this, I used this solely as my blush this last summer, so did get good progress, and hopefully I can get through it this year. So the next items that I have in my project pan are lip products. And the first lip product that I have I'm wearing today, it is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Liquid Lipstick in the shade Juju. It's just a lovely pinky, I'm bad at describing colors. You can see it. It's a very lovely pinky brownish nude color, and it's very comfortable. It doesn't dry completely down, so there's no cracking, but it's not so liquidy that it smears and spreads. It's a very comfortable formula. It does leave a little bit of transfer, but it's just a nice color, nice formula. It smells like chocolate buttercream. It's delightful. One of my other favorite liquid lipstick formulas is a matte liquid lipstick, and it is the shade Lady Balls by Too Faced. It's their melted matte liquid lipstick. This one is a deluxe mini, and it's the red that made me fall in love with red lipsticks. So I'm really excited to use this one up and move it out of my collection, because I do have some other products that I want to use instead, other reds that I found that I love, but this one is still a really nice product, and I really want to make sure that I use it up and see it out. The next one is the opposite of a matte liquid lip. It's a lip gloss, and this one is the Buxom Full-On Plumping Lip Polish, and this one is in the shade Autumn. And I'm trying to get it to where you can see it's kind of got this line in it already from where I have used quite a bit. This one is one of the limited edition shades from their fall 2020 collection. And this one is supposed to smell like apple cider, taste like apple cider, but it smells more like the apple cider that you buy in the packets and then you add hot water to. So it's not a full-on, like straight from the jug apple cider. It's more of a pouch apple cider smell. It's not bad, but it's not great. The color is lovely, but I just am not a big fan of this fragrance, so I'd like to use it up and move it out. The next three are mini bullet lipsticks, and first I have the Marc Jacobs mini shade in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's a very pretty pink, very similar to what I have on today. It's just a tiny little itty bitty lipstick that I would like to use up and move out. And the next two are from Bite Beauty. They are the Amuse Bouche shades Kimchi and Black Truffle. Kimchi is this really lovely bright blue pink shade, and Black Truffle is this beautiful, gorgeous, deep blackened plum shade. Very bold, very beautiful, but they are the older formula, which I believe they discontinued in 2019, I think it was 2019, and so they are getting a little bit older, and they're beautiful colors, but it's time for them to move on as well. And lastly, my favorite part of my makeup routine is my eyeshadow. And I am wearing from actually a little bit of everything today, except for this first bit. I first up have these little small individual tiny 1 gram sample-ish sizes from Geek Chic Cosmetics. I have 4 of them. They're in the shades Krampus. This is Krampus. It's a deep blackened blue with shimmer. I have You Know Who from their Potter collection. I don't remember what the collection name was called, but it's a green shade. I have Born in Fire, which is a beautiful purple. Hopefully I can insert swatches here. And I also have Black Moon Bunny, which is a very pretty black with lots of different sparkle in it. So these are small. They're each less than half full. I'm not sure if they even contain a full gram of product, but hopefully I'll be able to use these up. I've had them for a little while. They're loose shadows. I don't use a lot of loose shadows, so I would like to use them up, move them out, because they're beautiful colors. I just don't care as much for loose shadows as I use more of my pressed shadows. So next we have, the first thing is this little mini eyeshadow quad that I got as a 500 point perk from Sephora, and it is the Urban Decay Urban Addictions mini palette. It came with a couple of other things in the set, and I have some pretty good use in the shade Backfire here, which is a beautiful purpley red pink duochrome, and then this Fireball is a lovely peach pink duochrome. I used to keep this in my purse, and I was able to use Righteous, this color here, as kind of a touch-up shade if I needed a little bit of extra over the bridge of my nose. If my glasses were smearing there, then I would dip into that and just tap a little bit on my nose, and when we went places and did things, that would stay in my purse. But it doesn't anymore, so now I would like to make sure that I'm actively using it and making sure that I make a little bit more progress in these, because they're lovely shadows. It's a lovely little quad. I would just like to make some more progress in that. Next up is one of my older palettes, and this is my I did this last time too. This is the Urban Decay and Gwen Stefani palette, and this is what it looks like. It is a beautiful palette. I almost passed over this and thought that's too neutral. Those shades look the same. But when I got it in my hands, I think I bought it on clearance when they were discontinuing it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful color story. There are a lot of lovely neutral shades here. There's this row here is a really nice sprinkling of colors. If you're not much into color or new to color, they're very lovely shadows. And back when I had red hair and was putting color in my brows, I used Punk a lot as a little filler shade in my brows because I have natural red undertones in my hair, and it fit perfectly. So I have some really good progress in the shade Skimp here. There's a really nice, I don't know if you can see that hollow. See that hollow there? So I have some good progress there, and I really think that as long as I continue to, I used it today to kind of help blend out the edges of this blue, I think that I can make a really good progress in this palette this year and maybe see the bottom of the pan and at least Skimp. And lastly is the eyeshadow that I'm wearing all over my lids today, and this is probably the palette that made me fall in love with color and eyeshadow and really want to explore different formulas. And it's a little bit messy, but this is the Urban Decay Urban Spectrum eyeshadow palette, and it's bulky. Look at how bulky that is. It's a thicker palette, and it's metal, and you can see this beautiful all the way around. It's got this filigree cutout that is just beautiful. And the lid lifts off just like this, and this whole underside is a mirror. I'm not going to turn around and show it to you, but the whole underside is a mirror, and you can see how it's cut out there. It's just beautiful. And on the inside, we have all of these gorgeous shades that are all shimmer. Prank here, you can't really tell very much. I'm wearing it in my crease today. It is a matte with a shimmer. It's the most matte looking one of the palette, but it does have a shimmer in it. And I'm wearing the shades Deep End all over my lid. I'm wearing Prank in my outer corner and crease. And I'm wearing Junkie on my lower lash line here. And I have the shade Flatline on my inner corners. And it's just a beautiful palette. You can really create some nice neutral looks with it. You can create some really lovely colorful looks with it, that hot pink there, and some really great statement looks. And I just love this palette. I love the colors. I love the formula. This shade here, Omen, I don't know if you can tell, it's got this beautiful purple with a blue shift to it. And this is a very beautiful black end, excuse me, very pretty blue purple colors. Very pretty blue pink. There we go. Deep End is one of my favorite colors. It's a really beautiful teal color and I just love it. But I do want to get through this because it is getting pretty old. But one of the things I'm most excited about when I move this out is there's this little tab here, like a little dent, and all I've done is taken my little shadow brush, pop that out of here, just like this. Okay, it's just a little tray. And then you have this left over. It's got this velvety lined tray, and I'll be able to repurpose this as a jewelry box or a trinket box or whatever. So I'm really excited to have that as a double purpose, because most times you use up your eyeshadow, you throw it away. If you have cardboard, you can recycle it after you've peeled out all the pans, but I'm really excited to have this really beautiful piece to repurpose. So that is everything for my project pan. I'm really excited to work on these things this year, and I'm really excited to show you some things that I create with these items. And I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of them featured here on my channel because they are a little bit older. Of course, I'm going to be using a lot of them in my looks. You can see more, especially if you want to follow my colorful journey. If you want to see more, I will definitely be using them and featuring them on my Instagram at tiffany.hamblin. I'll leave that linked, or it's on my banner. But I'm really excited to use up these products and to enjoy some of the things that have been sitting in my drawer for just a little bit and may not have gotten enough love. And I'm really looking forward to moving out some products that I don't so much love, but do want to make sure that I use up, so I don't feel like I've wasted any of my time or money on that, because no one likes to waste time and money. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my video today. I hope that you might be inspired by looking through your collection and taking a look at some things that maybe you haven't used in a while and did enjoy but just kind of forgot about. Let me know if you have any products in your collection that you are working on using, or maybe you need some inspiration too. Post those things down below and let me know if you're participating in a pan challenge, or if you've never heard of a project pan. I'd love to know that too. I hadn't until I started watching YouTube a few years ago and got really interested. So this is not my first project pan, it's my first public project pan, and I'm really excited to have you along for this new section of project pan experimentation. And yeah, that's it. I hope you have a great day, and take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.